Welcome to the 2020 Patiño School of Entrepreneurship Startup Pitch Competition, organized by LearnSteam. I'm Christina Rodriguez, the Pathway Coordinator at the Patiño School of Entrepreneurship. We are so excited to see these young entrepreneurs' hard work in action.
So thank you for being here, everybody, for the 2020 Patiño School of Entrepreneurship Pitch Startup Competition. Just real quick for the agenda, I already did that really with the team attendance. I checked in with the CEOs who gave me an affirmative that their team is here right now. Since everyone is here, I'll just repeat myself and that just understand if by chance you get, if you get kicked out, if Wi-Fi happens and you need to rejoin the Zoom, you'll click on the link. You may be in the waiting room for a period of time until we can find the opportune time to have you rejoin us. So just be patient if that does happen and continue to wait in the waiting room. We've already asked you to edit your screen name, but if you could take a look at your screen name, make sure you have your first and last name on there. Capitalize your first and your last, please. As usual, a Zoom courtesy, make sure your camera is on and your mic is off unless you're going to speak. This helps with the background noises and feedback and whatnot. Teams, you will be in your breakout rooms. And when it's your turn, Mr. Phipps will actually go to your breakout room and indicate to you when it is time to come to the general session, where we will play your video and followed by a Q&A session, which will all take probably about 12 to 13 minutes. Just so we can get everybody in that 15-minute time frame, and to also give our judges a couple of minutes after each visit and after each Q&A to take down notes. So video presentation, Q&A. At that time, I'll be your moderator today, Mr. Mason, teacher for these wonderful students. And when we're done, I'll either give an indication we may have time for one more question or our time is up. And then I'll ask that particular team that it's okay now for them to leave the meeting. So remember, you will not go back to your breakout room teams. Once you get done with your pitch, you will ask to leave the competition. Okay, and these will be our judges for today. I believe we have, I'm not sure how many have joined since then, so I don't want to announce everybody, but this is the list of judges that will be with us today. Thank you for joining here and being with us.
Thomas Uribe, and I serve as Director of Investments at Bitwise Industries. Super pumped to see the companies this afternoon, and I've always enjoyed these events. Thanks.
Hello, everyone. My name is Peter Rivas. I work with National Geographic Learning, and I'm your local sales consultant here for the Central Valley. And I'm excited to hear everybody's business ideas and kind of be a part of the team. So thank you for the invite, for having me being one of your guest judges.
Hi, I'm Andrew. I'm a software engineering manager for a startup called Obsidian Security. I'm also a mentor at the Pie Shop, and yeah.
Howdy, everybody. Mark Jackson. I am the founder and CEO of Blue Dolphin Engineering, which is an engineering company that does product development and machine design here in the Valley. I'm also executive director of the product business incubator, the Pie Shop.
Kevin Lisitson. Right, it says Farmers Insurance. I happen to also be a part owner of Rocket Dog, Gourmet Brats and Brew, and also Amalgamation Brewing Company. Thanks for having me. I always look forward to these days. You guys all are amazing, and I love being a part of it.
I want to take 2 seconds to welcome Mr. Vasquez, because he is one of our judges. I just wasn't sure if he was going to be here the whole time, but he clarified that. So thank you, Ralph, for being here and judging today.
Okay, so some of the judging criteria, and I think many of the judges that we have here today have been involved with these type of competitions before in the past. This will be a little bit different of a format. When you first visit with the team, you're going to see a video presentation. Format's a little bit different. Usually in the past, we've done a traditional final pitch where they're standing up in front and they have a pitch deck. Format's a little bit different this year, where they will play a video. It's about 3.5 to 4 minutes, or anywhere from 3 to 4 minutes long. And from there, there'll be a lot of information as far as customer segmentation, market analysis, revenue projections, their ask, valuations, and things like that. Giving them some creative freedom to decide how they wanted to represent their company and themselves. So I think you're going to find a lot of diversity with each video that you see. And with that, we'll prompt specific questions that you may want to ask, that you maybe want to have clarification on, but you should see a clear problem and solution, a UVP, some of their MVP findings, some financials, and of course an ask if there's any capital that they're asking for and what they'd be doing with it. Here's the order of the presentations, 1 through 8. Okay, the prize money that we'll be awarding is first, second, third place with the dollar amounts represented there, as well as the People's Choice, which will be done on the tabulation and a vote during the live event. All right, team pitches, let's begin.
First up, we have Gavin's Notebook, a collection of friends working together to take a new initiative for finding special needs services.
We live in an era where technology helps us tell our stories. It helps us to educate ourselves, and it helps us to create. But technology cannot help everyone. 17% of all children in the US have been diagnosed with a developmental disability. The parents of these children spend countless hours trying to find the best services for their children. These families are hurting, searching, and failing to find a way to get the services they need. Technology cannot help everyone. Let's change that. Let's tear out the pages and make the future now. Welcome to Gavin's Notebook, a database of special needs services with locations within the Central Valley. We are here to establish a free database that will help you get the services you need, to partake in fundraisers and events to help support other communities and organizations that hold similar ideals, to connect with other organizations to ensure you get the best resources possible. With a simple push of a button, you don't need to worry about the struggles of the past. Start your chapter with us.
Okay, that was our video from Gavin's Notebook. We are now moving into the Q&A session where judges, you can go ahead and ask your question in a period of probably about 10 to 12 minutes.
That was cool. I have a quick question. I guess the main question is, what does the application do with the resources and the people that need them? Is there anything that happens after? Like how does it help people actually connect with those services, and like what happens after a customer maybe finds a resource in this directory?
Hello, my name is Ariana. I don't know if we've introduced ourselves yet, but I'm the CEO of Gavin's Notebook, and just for a quick clarification, I'm going to be directing questions to each of my team members. So that's what's going to be going on. Isaac, can you please handle this one?
Yeah, my name is Isaac Hernandez. I'm the CIO and COO and Secretary of Gavin's Notebook. So what happens after is that basically we plan on having a future direction to where we can possibly even become the middleman in allowing scheduling. However, that's a little bit too far reaching currently to where we are. So that's a future plan. For right now, we're just showing the locations, showing where they are, and direct you to where you can go and maybe even like what you can do next, but not to the point where we can actually schedule an appointment for you. That's it. That's the dream though. That's the dream.
Gotcha. Thanks.
I had a question. So the primary the costs involved are going to be related to maintaining the database and the website, and then whatever else you might mention. But also, how do you plan on generating revenue to pay for whoever has to maintain the site.
Dutra, I'm going to direct that one to you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Dutra. I am the Chief Financial Officer of Gavin's Notebook. To answer your question, we are focusing on becoming a nonprofit. Once we do that, we are going to establish research-based grants focused on autism and developmental research. That will provide us some extra income. We are also going to be mostly donation-based. We'll get donations from our customers. And once we develop an appointment-based system, we could charge the services themselves to allow us to schedule appointments for them.
May I add on to that really quick? So we were also ideating the idea of possibly having these services pay us to rank themselves on the top of the list. So let's say someone searches up socialization, they would be the first service to pop up. That's kind of what we've been rolling on as of now.
So in this model, scheduling services, there's lots of products out there that provide scheduling services. Now, these other organizations, do they have their own scheduling services that they're using that you could potentially work with already or integrate with? Is that part of the goal? Because I'm assuming if they already kind of have their own tools that they're using for that, integrating there is going to be interesting unless you can convert them to use your own, or even if there's a service that's already out there that provides this capability that you could work with and purchase and provide that to these other services, essentially become like a reseller of a scheduling service kind of thing that works for you. Is that something you would look at? And then in terms of community interaction, how would you drive more? I mean, I see like the directory benefit of you're essentially centralizing these things, but how does the community drive those rankings or provide information to keep interacting and coming back to it, other than just, I'm interested in finding a service? How do you drive that recurring revenue and return traffic to your service?
So I'm that's a bit of a complicated question. So I think, Isaac, I want you to start, and then Dutra should add on with any funding related to what Isaac explains.
So to keep reoccurring traffic, we plan to have kind of a form system to where people can input services they know. And then if we ever get to that point, we'll do like a check-in on ourselves. If it's a physical location, most likely we'll try to do a physical check-in. Once COVID starts dying down, either that or do a digital check-in if that's possible. We would also like to have a blog, maybe telling the stories of some people and whatnot, to keep the to be sent out through newsletters and whatnot, to once again make sure our presence is reoccurring in people's lives. Dutra, would you like to continue on that?
Everyone who uses our database will form an account, and the service providers will also form an account, and they can select the services that they go to primarily, the ones they use the most, and they can save contact information, appointment scheduling, insurance information through our website to help make the process smoother for them. With the emails we collect from their account information, we are also planning on sending out a newsletter every couple of months to help remind people of our mission and to help remind them about our business.
I have a question. How are you marketing yourself to get to parents or guardians, to the students? How are you getting your, let's say the account made for the students? Is it made for the adults? How are you going to market towards them and what's kind of your action plan that way to reaching out?
Well, I will take that one. So right now our customer demographic is parents with children who are special needs. So the account creators would most likely be the parents, but if it's an individual themselves, then they can be an account creator. It wouldn't be the parent making the account for the child. It would just be whoever is interested in finding the services for someone. Right now, as of marketing, we are on the social media platforms of Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We post every single Friday. Some posts are interaction posts, some are information on our website, some are information on what we do. And we also are planning to join Facebook groups to, introduce ourselves to the community. This business is inspired by my mom, and she's in a couple Facebook groups for parents with children with autism, ADHD, Asperger's. So I was thinking we could implement ourselves into there and kind of market from there.
I have another follow-up question on that. Why are you only marketing and focusing on Fridays? Is there a particular reason if students need help throughout the week? And for business platforms and getting people connected on the business side, have you thought about LinkedIn and doing LinkedIn advertisements and getting the business aspect on that end?
So there is no particular reason that we post on Fridays. It's because I am the only person making these posts and posting them, and it's when I have time to. I have Isaac help me with the copy, and then we just create a post and put it on or post it out on Fridays. There's no particular reasoning or sort, but we are available every time of any day. If anybody needs clarification or information or help, we put our phone number and email in our biographies and our posts to make sure that we are available at all times. As for LinkedIn, yes, sorry. We actually, all of our team members recently created a LinkedIn, so I am sure that we could probably start advertising on there. We each have our website on our LinkedIn, so if you scroll down in our profile, it is showcased right there. But you bring up an excellent point. We can start because we've been connecting with people. We've been connecting with our mentors. And so posting stuff like that will really just broadcast the whole thing. So thank you for that, actually.
I have a question about the funding. So if your funding does come through, what are you planning on doing with that money? Where are you planning on applying that within your business?
Dutra, I'll have you handle that question.
We plan to devote the money towards collecting more information to fill the database with, putting it into our marketing campaign to raise the awareness of our posts, and putting it towards filing for nonprofit status.
Okay, I think we have like 1 minute left if there's a quick question that someone might have.
Is there supposed to be an ask? I mean, specific ask? And if there is, what is it? As far as how much?
Dutra, I'm going to have you handle that.
We are asking for $2,500 to go towards our data collection, our media campaign, and our nonprofit status. We're going to devote roughly 1,000 of it towards media, roughly 500 of it towards data collection, and the other 1,000 towards our nonprofit status. Sorry, I repeat myself.
Okay, that's going to be all the time that we have for Gavin's Notebook. Gavin's Notebook, thank you very much for being here, as well as judges. Thank you for your questions. Gavin's Notebook, you can now exit the meeting. Thank you. Good job.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you.
Way to go, Gavin's Notebook. Up next is For Earth. For Earth is working to create a cleaner Earth by carrying out cleanups and making recyclables into art.
This is how For Earth is solving the problem. We create art pieces such as 3D canvases, sculptures, and decorations made from recyclables and trash collected from cleanups. We call our trash and recyclables excess beauty. And our most recent excess beauty was created into a 3D flower canvas and a pumpkin decoration. Selling our art, we are helping others who believe in our cause and would like to help spread awareness of pollution. Will you be part of the change?
All right, thank you for that video, For Earth. We'll now move into the Q&A session. Judges, if you are ready.
I have a question. So we're creating new products out of old, recycled products. Where are you sourcing your material from?
The material that we get from is recycles or trash that we see when we go to cleanups to lakes and parks. That is where we are getting our materials for our art pieces.
And then do you have plans, so essentially you're sourcing materials there. Have you talked to any other recycling organizations or companies that potentially have materials that would be interested in selling it? Have you looked at what that cost would be potentially? If they're collecting the materials for you, could you purchase it for a cheap price there?
We did go to an art hop back in February of 2020, and we did meet with some artists there that did collect recyclables, and there was an artist there that did the same concept as us with the art being made from recyclables and trash. So we talked to them about, collaborations and all that, and sharing the art pieces and the trash collected.
What kind of partnership? You said you're working on partnerships. Is this going to be local partnerships, or are you thinking bigger?
Right now, we're just sticking with the local partnerships. Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to go back to marketing. How are you marketing to businesses to get recycling products locally, and how are you getting them? Or is it just local artists, high school artists? How are you getting the products to the actual art?
Okay, so before we went on lockdown, we had a plan of, having our stuff at Art Hop. And we actually kind of pivoted our art idea 2 days before this MVP. So we're actually more on spreading awareness of, I apologize for the noise in my background. My brother has autism. We are trying to spread more awareness about pollution and what's going on more than the art pieces, and that's kind of what we're pivoting. So, but I know that didn't answer your question, but yeah, right now we're just trying to present our stuff on our website and our social media, but before we were trying to sell stuff at our hub.
Gotcha. I like the idea. I guess my question is around scalability. So who's making the art? How much art can you make in a day? And how do you know what to make? How do you know what people want to buy?
I'll direct this question to Maylee.
So for the amount of art we make, that honestly depends on the piece we're making. I'm going to source to our rose art piece. I'm going to apologize if I break up. My internet is not very great. There's around 4 other people using the internet. I want to clarify that real quick in case. So for the art piece, it took us, this is a rough estimate because we weren't exactly taking hours, but it took roughly 4 hours to clean all the materials we were going to use. And then we decide, and then to prep everything and then to paint and finish it. So it would roughly depend on the piece we are making for the amount. For this actual stability of it, that would be where the actual question lies, because we're not super sure of the stability of the business with the income correctly either, due to the fact of so far we've only had, I believe, okay, so it's correct, one sale, and that was from my parent, who is, I should put this out there just in case for those who believe some parents just buy because the child's the one who makes it. My mom is picky with art, very picky. So she only buys stuff if she likes it. So there's that. So, and then that was for the how much. Okay. May you please say your question again so I can go over if I have missed something?
I think you're doing great. I was asking, so you kind of answered how fast. I guess my question, my second and third question is, how much do you think you can make, like in a week or so, and then how do you know what to make? Like you said that the piece that was purchased, your mom liked, who's like a connoisseur. How what was that? And is the plan to make more of those things or something different?
Okay, so we're planning on more going towards more awareness instead of making it look pretty. That's sort of where we're going now. So the rose art and the pumpkin, for the most part, those were our first ones we've done. Those are the ones we were proud of because those were the first ones we did. But now we started to see sort of, instead of making this more aware, we're kind of just dressing it up and making it look pretty. So to make it more aware, we're thinking of doing things more like, the only way I can situationally explain this, sorry, I have word technical difficulties, would be that if you see those, it's hard to pin to words. Like if you see those quotes on like canvases and things, it'd be similar to that. And it would have certain quotes that would be not exactly inspirational, but spread awareness about more about what the pollution does, what it's doing. And then our art pieces will be more geared towards that. And along with this, we've been painting over our excess beauty, our plastic and everything. We're going to stop doing that and instead paint on the canvas. And where we place the plastic, the canvas will have the color while the plastic will give it a 3D-ness while still showing what it is. As of for your other question about the art that we make it mostly geared towards the type of awareness we're going to be doing. Like if we're going to be doing ocean awareness, we might try and sculpt little turtles out of plastic or out of yarn or something that we found or that we have collected. And then from there, we'll figure out what to do. And we might cut pieces of plastic out from water bottles or plastic things that we found and leave them as they are after cleaning them and sterilizing them, put them around the canvas in a way and melt the edges so that they're not dangerous or sharp in any way in case the purchaser is a child and they can get hurt in sort of thing. Okay. I hope that answers your question. Please tell me if there's something else.
Can I add on to that? For every art piece we make, we typically like to have a survey that goes out so that we make sure that we get feedback for our art piece and that we actually have potential customers that would potentially buy the art or would want to showcase our art.
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I had a question about your process so you guys are picking up recyclable, see, it's not just you, we're all struggling, recyclable materials, trash and stuff like that. What's your process for like sanitizing and disinfecting it? And then also, have you vetted that process with anybody else who kind of works in this area to make sure that that's kind of like a standard procedure?
So for our cleanup back in March, when we got our materials, we got water and we got a pretty good sterilizing soap that like kills like 99.99% of germs, that kind of stuff. And we basically cleaned it like that. We put in the water. We really got into it. We put on our gloves and everything, and we were trying to like really clean it that way. We haven't talked about this method with anyone else, but that would be a great idea for the future. So we would definitely take that into consideration the next time we decide to clean our art.
Okay, we still have about 2 minutes left for questioning if anybody still has a question.
How much money is your team asking for, and how are you guys allocating all your funds?
So our team thought about an ask for a long time, and we decided that since our team is more about awareness, we don't have an ask for any money. We are just simply, if we could ask for anything, it'd just be more followers, more publicity, because that's the main goal of our business. The art is the secondary piece. The main thing is to spread awareness of pollution and what we're doing to our planet and what's destructive. And so, yeah, we don't really have an ask for any money, but we do appreciate any feedback or, any help in publicity. That's mainly our ask.
How are you guys is this media campaigning? How are you getting your message out? Maybe that will be your ask kind of portion, building materials, anything like that, your sanitation. How much does it cost to sanitate? How much each bottle there is? I mean, I love the idea of a canvas, but has your team thought about collecting paper and doing your own paper mache and build a canvas that way? It's dual purpose. Canvas, it's a made product. You're talking about all recycled product. I love the idea, but I think maybe think about paper macheing and building your own paper mache unit and collecting all your paper would be awesome. Um, but all these little things like this is all adds up, and it's all money. Even getting your guys' time and your name out there, that's also money. Even social media campaigning, all of that kind of takes a little bit of money besides just extending your reach. So those are kind of some pointers to kind of help your team out for like a money aspect to start thinking about.
Okay, yes, thank you very much, Peter, for the advice. That is going to conclude our time here with For Earth. For Earth, thank you very much for your time, and judges, for your questions. Good job. Okay, For Earth, you are now welcome to leave the meeting. Good work.
Thank you, For Earth. Up next, we have Gold Star Eco, a nonprofit organization dedicated to doing their part to decrease the amount of plastic pollution that riddles our Earth.
The beach, the ocean, the sea creatures, a beautiful, mystic place. 8 million metric tons of plastic reside in the ocean, bringing harm to all sea creatures. Many people are oblivious to the effects of plastic pollution. That's why we created Gold Star Eco, to bring people information on our website, e-commerce site, selling only eco-friendly products, involving our community in cleanups to make a real difference, and inspiring others to take action in their own lives and their own communities.
Hi everyone, my name is Marcy Winter and I'm the current COO and CFO of Gold Star Eco. Personally, I am most passionate about our e-commerce website because I feel that the best way to make a difference in the amount of plastic pollution in the world is by tackling it right at the source. And we do this by making eco-friendly products more accessible for our customers.
Hello everyone, my name is Delia Velardo and I am the CMO of Gold Star Eco. My personal connection to this business is really because I believe in making a difference and leaving legacies, and that should be important to everyone, and that you should always try to benefit other people if you can. If you can benefit other people in your environment and things around you, you should always try your best to do so. And with this business, I get to do exactly that. And not only do I get to do that, I get to enjoy my co-founders and I get to have fun and learn how to run a business. And it's really a blessing for me to be able to do something that I feel is important and make a difference at the same time.
Hello, my name is Abby Bennett and I am the CEO of Gold Star Eco. So the reason I really wanted to join this business was to make a real difference in the world, and because often I drive down 99
to go to my grandparents' house, and I often see all this trash, and it really disheartens me. So I wanted to make a difference and show people that this is a real issue that we need to solve.
Gold Star Eco. Inform, involve, inspire.
Okay, Gold Star Eco, thank you for the video. And we're now moving to our Q&A section. Judges, if you're ready, you can go ahead and fire away.
I guess I have another product question. Where are you going to source your eco-friendly products, and how will you select them?
Okay, so before this whole COVID-19 shutdown, our plan was to go to art hops in Fresno because we actually went to one and we found so many local artists and vendors who did eco-friendly products, and we did take their contact information. So now it's just a matter of contacting them and finding their suppliers, as well as seeing if they have any more connections that we can contact, and then we would judge it on how eco-friendly it is and make sure that it is something that is eco-friendly and that our customers would like to buy.
So in this case, it sounds like since we're providing a marketplace for products made by recycled materials, is this just for individual sellers similar to an Etsy? And how would you compete essentially kind of in that kind of model?
Hi guys, can I answer that? Okay. Okay, so we're thinking a little bit bigger than Etsy, and I'm not actually too aware of what Etsy is, but we're kind of like thinking in the terms of like an online Amazon, but just for eco-friendly products, like strictly eco-friendly products.
Additionally, I wanted to add on to something like that, especially to, I think it was Trevor's question on how we are going to get our retailers. Also, with the help of an investor's capital, I guess you could say, we could use that to put out advertisements and marketing to gain a greater population of people to retail their products. And additionally, we want to do the e-commerce website, yes, and I'm familiar with Etsy, and I actually had not thought of that, but it could be something to that effect, but we were thinking more of like an eco-friendly Amazon, like Delia had said. And additionally, we also have our own products that we wanted to retail on our website as well. So, yes.
That's great. I like the presentation. You guys did a fantastic job. Please don't be nervous. I see a few. You don't be nervous. You guys are killing it. What was your idea around the product that you were going to offer? So it seems to me, just how I'm hearing, what I'm hearing you say is that you're going to offer other eco-friendly items to sell, and you're going to have your own line of these products. What are those products going to be, and what steps have you made already to make that a reality?
Okay, so currently we have eco-friendly t-shirts. That is our thing. And that's really where we started this whole business model idea from, because actually it was mostly because of the cleanups. We wanted to do cleanups, but we wanted to have like gloves and bags, trash bags and stuff like that. You need money to buy that stuff. So the way that we found to fund that was through our eco-friendly t-shirts. Our eco-friendly t-shirts, there's 3 t-shirts each quarter. They're all eco-friendly themed. We have different themes each quarter. Our first theme was ocean, and it's the turtle. And every eco-friendly animal that we put on the t-shirt, their picture shows what they are specifically how they're specifically I'm sorry, specifically like affected. I had totally lost the word. Affected by plastic pollution. So in that shirt, the turtle, the plastic that is around it is how they're specifically affected by plastic pollution.
So what I hear you saying is the follow-up is that you had the idea of selling or offering these t-shirts to help fund and the funding is going to what again?
The funding goes right back into our business. It goes towards the community cleanups that we will be hosting and anything else that we need in the business.
Gotcha. So the idea is that you have this e-commerce on your website for you to be able to have community cleanups ultimately, correct?
Yes. So something kind of adding on to what Dalia said is going back to our slogan. What we want to do is we want to inform our supporters of the harmful effects of plastic pollution, and we want to do that through first our t-shirts based on the designs, and secondly on our website there will be an information tab where people can access certain statistics or what's going on with plastic pollution. Second, we want to involve people within their own communities through our community cleanup events, and we'll get the funding for that specifically from our t-shirt sales. And then lastly, we wanted to inspire our followers to make a difference in their communities and make the world a better place. And we want to do that by making our eco-friendly products more accessible. But the eco-friendly product profit off of our website will go back into the business. It was just the t-shirt sales that specifically went back into the community cleanup events.
I had a question about how you're getting both your products and your, I guess like artists, you know, who you source your eco-friendly products from. How are you getting those to the customers?
I'm sorry. I think that's probably two different questions in one. Like, are you asking?
I'll combine them. How are you shipping out your products to customers? What types of strategies are you getting your products to your customers with?
Like, if you were to order something, how would you get the product?
Right.
Okay.
Because if one of the downfalls to like an e-commerce business is the amount of pollution for like trucks to transport it across country, trains, you know, all that kind of stuff. So how are you going to try and offset that?
We could use like eco-friendly boxing materials, and maybe aren't there like eco-friendly vehicles now that we could rent?
Okay, well,
that was a curveball right there. That was a good curveball. I love this stuff.
So first, well, the fact that the products are mostly local, that really helps to cut down on those emissions that you were talking about. And for the most part, we are selling locally because it's kind of harder to reach out. But once we start to grow more as a business, we will be able to send more across the nation. But as for right now, because it's so locally sourced, it will definitely be a lot more eco-friendly and a lot less carbon emissions and all of that.
Kind of adding on to what Abby said too, about staying local is we want to involve people into our communities. So we really want to give back to our community first. We want to focus on our own and improving that and making it better before we reach out. And I definitely think that's a really good point that, granted, we had not thought of, but I think that we hadn't thought of it yet just because we were focused on a community setting. But that is, so I wanted to say thank you for bringing that to our attention. So thank you.
Yeah, this is a problem that even, you know, you being e-commerce, like I was an engineer at Amazon for a couple of years, so this is a problem that they still haven't figured out. So you're not alone. But I think in that situation, being community focused, you actually have an opportunity. And I would challenge you to explore this of, instead of trying to do centralized distribution, do a more localized distribution of where the manufacturing, the making of the products and the distribution of it, like the shipping, is in a more local area. And if you could spread that out more, then you reduce the amount of like carbon footprint that you have to have, and potentially reduce the amount of packaging and things. That's one of the big problems, right? Is having to package materials for those things, you know, for long shipments.
Okay, well, thank you, Andrew. With that, I think our time has expired here with Gold Star Eco. Gold Star Eco, thank you for your time, for answering the questions. And judges, for your questions as well.
Thank you, everyone. We really appreciate your questions and feedback. Yes, have a good day, everyone. It was
Have
nice
a good
meeting
day. It
you
was nice to
all.
meet you all.
Good job, Gold Star Eco. Now we have Prodigy Jewelry. They are 6 entrepreneurs who are determined to create something that stands out from all other jewelry businesses.
Hi, I'm Andres and I'm the current CDO. So here at Prodigy, we wanted to make a business where our customers are able to express their own personalities through our products being jewelry. And that's what we decided to make, Prodigy Jewelry, your style.
Hi, my name is Larissa. I'm CFO of Prodigy Jewelry. So, you must be wondering, who are our customers? The majority of our customers consist of young adults from ages 13 to 18.
For our social media, our main platform is Instagram, and we decided to use Instagram as our main platform for social media because it targets our age range anywhere from teens to young adults. On Instagram specifically, we have 113 followers. Our likes range anywhere from 30 to 60 likes, and you actually get quite a lot of shares, so that by itself does tell us that we have potential customers and people are interested in our products.
Here are 4 easy steps of creating your dream jewelry. Step 1, tell us about your dream jewelry. Step 2, get it designed. Step 3, see it come to life. If you want changes, don't worry about it, we got you. Step 4, wear it, show it off, and be like, look, I got my dream jewelry from Prodigy Jewelry.
Hi, my name is Gabby, and I am the Chief Creative Officer of Prodigy Jewelry. Alright, so I'm going to talk about our margin for our products. I'm going to use the Garden, one of our necklaces, as an example. So for our materials, it cost us $3.65 to make, plus our labor work, which is 35 cents, since it only took us 15 minutes to make. That equals $4, and we are selling it for $12, which will make us $8 in profit, and that equals 66.7%, which is our gross margin.
Hey, my name is Margarito, and I'm the CTO. I will be showcasing to you our website and what we currently have. A little disclaimer, our website is under development, but this is temporary, in which the website will be up very soon. As you can see, we have our homepage. At first, it has an image with the link encouraging the customer to custom make their own piece. It is then followed by image carousel displaying some of our products, and it ends with the jewelry categories. Next, we have our products page. As I stated earlier, our website is under development, but when it is finished, you can expect this page to contain our products. Page. Here we will give the customers an opportunity to construct their own special piece using the various selection of materials that Prodigy Jewelry offers. Finally, we have our Contact Us page. We want to use our Contact Us page as a way to connect and interact with the customers. We do this by explaining not only what Prodigy is, but also who we are, and additionally, we give the customers contact information, just in case they have any questions or concerns. We are ecstatic upon finishing our website of Prodigy Jewelry.
And adding on to that, we as Prodigy want to upgrade our packaging. Instead of having our products in bags, we want to put them in boxes that our customers can reuse. And to get more advertisement for Prodigy's brand, we want to start developing stickers. These stickers will be everywhere, just like Vans and Dutch Bros are doing. Stickers are super popular and trending with these young adults. With these new boxes and stickers, our sales will be increasing, so we will be needing more supplies and materials for our jewelry production. We are asking for $3,000 to help us expand this local and handmade jewelry business. My name is Tanya, and we are Prodigy Jewelry. Thank you so much for your time, and we hope you take this journey with us.
All right, thank you, Prodigy Jewelry, for that video. We're now moving into our Q&A with our judges. Judges, you're up.
So first question I have is around the website. When building the customizations or putting them together, have you estimated the amount of effort and kind of cost of completing the ability for customers to, or what that would look like for customers to be able to make the request for customizations or do that design flow of their custom jewelry?
Yeah. So right now, we're not able to complete our website due to the expenses, right? There are packages and levels to a certain feature on the on WordPress, which is Equid Store, and we need to buy certain stages. Right now, we have the lease package, and so we want, in order to get the full package, we need to save up. We need to pay $100 annually, and so when we buy the full package, we will be able to use a feature within the Equid Store.
I had a question about your designs and product ideas, because it is like it's real heavy kind of art element to it. Where do you get your design ideas, and is that factored into any of your costs? Like, are you going to need to pay artists to help design, or what's going on?
Our designs come from all of us, so we each have different styles. So our creative officer, which is Gabby, she's the one that comes up with the majority of our products so far. But as we stated, we want to give customers that unique style from all of our personalities and stuff, like having that customizable element to our business as well.
Are you guys partnering up with any businesses or to make custom jewelry, or how's the jewelry and product getting in your hands?
So Prodigy does purchase charms and supplies from stores like Michael's or Hobby Lobby, but we do not have a specific partner up business together with somebody. We just go buy supplies we need. But in the future, we do want to possibly partner up to have like supplies coming in for our products, since we hope to expand.
And also, adding on to what Tanya said, like in ours, like we stated on our website, we have the page in which, like, the customer, if the customer had an idea, he could go into the customization page and complete the 4 easy steps, like we stated in the video, to in which we will do our best to try to fill on the idea that the customer has.
Awesome. I really like the presentation. I like the business idea. I'm interested, who do you consider your competitors?
So I'm gonna let probably Margarito answer, since he has more details for that. But our competitors right now, we're looking into like Claire's, this well-known business that's kind of more on the edgy side, which is called hard jewelry. And there is another one. Margarito, can you add on to that?
Yeah, like how Tanya was saying, our competitors range from hard jewelry, Claire's, and those type of industries. I forgot what the other one, what the other company was. Oh yeah, Shanko. And we it was difficult to find the competitors, because the companies out there aren't doing like what we're doing, both having sort of the edgy type of style and also having the customization feature. Like Tanya stated, hard jewelry has that edgy style, that edgy type of jewelry that we have, and then Shanko is on that creative type of style, which they offer they give the customer the option to create their own special piece of jewelry, in which those three range upon our similarity, and our basically we compare it to our competitors.
How's your team marketing? You say for Instagram, how are you guys positioning and marketing your jewelry or your line, your website on there? How many posts? Do you guys have an idea of when to post?
So currently what we're posting on Instagram is products that we have already made, kind of older products because obviously COVID right now, we're not able to get together to create new products. So we actually took pictures outside of school when we had the chance. We would go and take our own pictures and I would edit them. We don't have planned posts currently because we do need to take more pictures, but we need to talk about that as a team. But yeah, we are mainly marketing on Instagram because that also reaches our age range.
Before COVID, we did have set dates, so we made sure that around every Tuesday, we would post around 2, so our customers would, be notified every week that we had, posted something. So it was, how would you say, it was consistent.
Yeah, we also have our newsletter linked in our bio to let customers know when our website will be up.
I think we have time for one more question before we head to our break.
I just want to say I worked with these guys from the beginning. You guys did a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, well, it looks like that is it. Thank you, Prodigy Jewelry, for being here today, answering the questions. And judges, thank you very much for your video. Good job. Now we're going to head for a quick break. Prodigy Jewelry, you can exit the meeting. And we're going to get ready for round 2.
Hi everyone, I'm Damon Thomas. I'm one of the co-founders of LearnSteam.org. We're a California 501c3 registered nonprofit organization here in Fresno, California.
Hi, I'm Christina Rodriguez, the CTE Pathway Coordinator at the Patiño School of Entrepreneurship.
Hi, I'm Robert Martin, the ASP President or CEO for the Patiño School of Entrepreneurship. Any donation amount would go a long way in furthering our program.
We look forward to your help and your assistance in helping raise money for our student entrepreneurs so that we can make their dreams come to life and actually help them start businesses here in Central Valley and Fresno, California.
By donating today, you are supporting our students in their entrepreneurial journey, and we thank you for making this possible.
Hey guys, thank you so much for supporting our school, and any donation would just be very much appreciated in helping us to create our business startups and to make this world a better place.
Your donations help these young entrepreneurs' business dreams come to life. If there's ever been a time where we've needed our young people to step up and help solve problems all across the world, let alone here in the Central Valley, now's the time.
Patiño is truly a unique educational experience for all of its students. So come support Patiño so we can keep giving this unique experience.
Thank you also for the donations to help support our dreams of becoming future entrepreneurs.
And looking forward to your donations. Thank you very much for your time.
Hey everyone, my name is Robert Martin, and I am the current ASP CEO or president at the Patiño School for Entrepreneurship.
It's small, and the teachers have a lot of free time, so they can actually answer your questions and help you a lot more with homework and such.
I think Patiño is a great school if you want to learn real world skills.
The skills you'll learn here will go on beyond your school life, and that is something that I can definitely tell you.
When you join the school, you might be shy at first or nervous, but the teachers do a really great job of making sure that you are comfortable and that, well actually, I'm lying. They make sure that you get out of your comfort zone.
Do you like music, making videos, comedy videos even, fashion? Come to Patiño.
Patiño is for those of us who are looking for an entrepreneurship and business-focused education.
I felt the need to go to a smaller school so that I can really make those really strong connections with my peers.
We learn all about working in teams, analyzing text and data. We do a lot of that.
If you have ever wanted to get an internship or start your own real business, Patiño is the school for you.
Honestly, it's improved my forms of communication so much just through the curriculum and working in teams.
You're able to express yourself and your passions through any type of project you want.
The counselor is amazing, the staff is amazing, students are all good. I mean, it's a future that I could have dreamed of.
And also you make friends very easily here. Everyone's super friendly, they're not judgmental at all. They're really open-minded here.
Patiño is a great school because you get to learn communication skills and you get to really network with people you may have never thought you'd meet.
And at Patiño, we are seriously like a family. Like, I feel like I can count on these people and tell them anything and they'll support me.
I have developed some of the best relationships here with my friends, and we work in a simulated real corporate environment.
There's clubs, and you can even open up your own club if you want to, which is great.
We offer so many great resources, from on-site entrepreneurs to social and academic counselors. There are so many great things here that can basically aid you to be your best self.
And be able to meet the criteria and the skills that we were learning while also doing something I really loved.
It's not simple bookwork. It's interactive, and it's just fascinating how they work and how they teach.
In your normal classes, the teacher, they just give you an assignment and they teach you what's for the test, versus at Patiño, they actually teach you what you're going to be using in real life and with your businesses when you get to junior year.
You get to learn about the real world, how to control your ideas, how to express your ideas, while also making some money.
You get to really spread your wings.
There was rolling chairs, so I mean, how could I say no? Okay, see you at Patiño.
Moving on to Delavan, a fashion brand that helps bring attention to minorities through designs.
Leo, or the Chief Creative Officer. I make the designs of Delavan along with Cherokee.
I'm Cherokee, I'm the CFO, and I'm also one of the shirt designers on our team.
So as Delavan, we make our designs to show out minorities more, because lately in our society, minorities are they're not as represented in the media a lot. It's always the same old restrictions, and we want to be like, people are different. People want to be themselves and be out there. And with our designs, we can show that you shouldn't be afraid to show who you are.
Our mission as Delavan is to bring more representation for people of color, people with disabilities, and those who are overall just not as represented as they should be in the media. Our mission also includes spreading mental health awareness, as well as important information regarding problems all across the world. Buying our clothing means supporting minorities, underrepresented groups, and just being an ally to your fellow humans. Many alternative businesses and brands sell their clothing at a price not many can afford, which is why our goal is to create beautiful, inclusive designs, all while staying under $50 for all of our apparel.
So for some future designs, I'm planning on finishing the whole animal collections,
which is again based off of the whole covering your head with a animal, to be like you can be anyone who you want. So for example, like transgender people, it's very hard to show you the gender that you want to other people because they're going to be like, you're this and you're always going to be this. But with their animal heads, they can be whatever body they want and be like, that's me. You can't tell me who I am because I'm anonymous. You don't know who I am. And yeah, that's what I'm planning to come up with, as well as like comics and other things for our social medias. I want to start to focus more on like medical topics, so like brain aneurysms. I know a lot of people in my life and my whole family's life that has brain aneurysms. So for me, it's an important topic to kind of just a lot of people don't really know about them, so it's kind of important to put that out there and let people know that this is really a thing happening in people's lives.
All right, thank you for that video, Delavan. Now into our Q&A with the judges. Judges, you have the floor.
So first, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Destiny. I'm the CEO of Delavan. So I just do a lot of managing the projects, assigning the projects to everyone else. And I also want to apologize if you guys hear anything in the background. My house is a little noisy, so if you can, ignore that if you hear anything.
So I like the concept for the brand. Cool, kind of original. Couple questions there. First thing is, where are you marketing out of? Are you doing e-commerce solely? Are you looking at any local stores, boutiques, things like that to sell out of? And how's that working for you?
As of right now, we're just doing social media through like Facebook and Instagram. We're also trying to share it through our family, like if we see them in public and whatnot. But majority, if not all of it, is just through our Facebook and Instagram pages.
I also wanted to add that we do have a TikTok account because we found that there's a lot of people who are interested in clothing brands and people who do art. If you look at the statistics, there's a lot of art videos like time lapses that get a lot of views and a lot of likes, and those people end up having a lot of followers because that's just something a lot of people are interested on that particular social media platform.
That's interesting. Have you found that TikTok has gotten you sales?
Well, we had barely created a TikTok account, and right now we wanted to make a time lapse of one of our drawings since we do them digitally. We had to transfer from traditional art to making it digital because I'm one of the 3 designers for Delavan. So myself, the CEO, Nishma, the COO, and Cherokee, the CFO. So we all take turns recording our design process and making it so we can upload it onto TikTok.
I wanted to say that the designs are really visually engaging and very like noticeable and stuff. And I wanted to ask what your guys' manufacturing process is for your shirts. I'm assuming it's shirts right now because that's all I saw in the video.
Yeah. As for our manufacturing process, we're only focusing on apparel as of now, but we have just started designing other products such as phone cases and stickers to help promote our 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 things like easily, because like our shirts are at a price of $29.99, and if some people can't afford that price, we can also spread the word through stickers or phone cases. Yeah, we're using Teespring to start our sales and to get money and income flowing right now. But in the future, we were hoping of making, well, we are going to
make our own shirts and do our own printing and sell them out to our customers.
How much money is your team asking for at this time, and where the funds are going, and where do you guys progress to go from here, from like say another year from now? What is your goal?
So we're asking for $2,000. $1,000 of that would be going towards us being able to get off of Teespring and actually start printing these shirts ourselves. And then the other 1,000 is going to go to marketing, and then we need it'll also be going towards more supplies for digital art, which Nishma can touch up more about.
So what we're using right now is free programs such as Autodesk Sketchbook, but it's very limited to our designs, and we want to make it look more professional and have it have our designs like be pumped out more, like have more of them. Because right now it's very limited to transparent backgrounds, to brushes and things like that. And we feel as though other programs such as Clip Studio Art will help our designs look more professional and look more clean. And that's where the funds are going through right now. And we're planning on getting like laptops and drawing tablets for us so we can do more work. Because right now, I'm the only one in my team that has a drawing tablet, and we're planning on using the funds to get my 2 other coworkers to have drawing tablets so they can draw and design more efficiently and make it look a lot more better for our customers.
How much does it cost to have a shirt made right now?
As of right now, it doesn't cost any money since we're going through a third party, which is Teespring. So all we have to do is just create our designs, and then we upload them to Teespring, and we can have like, they have a lot of different things, like how Nishma mentioned. They have phone cases, hoodies. They even have like little dog sweaters if anyone ever wanted to put one of our designs on their pets. They have all kinds of things. So we basically don't spend any money to put our designs onto Teespring.
Yeah, but what's the cost of a shirt? You sell a shirt for 29 bucks.
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
So our profit from each shirt is around $11 that we get back. That's our average profit. And for hoodies, it's around $17.
I would also like to add for Teespring that it's technically not completely free. Like, it's free to use their service, but they get a cut of what we sell for the t-shirts. Like, if they get a percentage for each t-shirt we sell or any other product.
So are the shirts sold from their site then?
Yes.
And that profit is, so basically that's just, that doesn't include anything else. That's the difference is the cost and what you from Teespring and what you sell it for then, right?
Yes.
When you talked about marketing, you guys brought up TikTok. How many times are you guys going to be posting? Is there a charge to post or any kind of extra marketing on TikTok that your team has found?
As of for TikTok, we want to post as much as we can. It just depends on how fast we can get the videos up, because of course we have to make the designs, we have to record them, and then we're going to edit them and post them. It's totally free to post on TikTok, same as Facebook and Instagram. But as we see, since we're younger teenagers, we're always on our phones and on TikTok. A lot of other like small businesses that are around our same age range would post their art and their clothing brands on there, and they'll get hundreds of thousands of likes and millions of views. And of course, those people that are liking are going to their websites and buying their clothes. That's what we hope for us when we post on TikTok, for them to go on our website.
I'd also like to add that we had gotten feedback that it would be better for us to continuously post because it's more likely that we have a viral video coming off of like 100 videos rather than we just post 3 videos. It's not very likely that one of those videos would get viral and therefore get us more customers.
Another one thing too I was thinking about, which would be interesting in terms of marketing, to do like co-campaigns. Have you looked at, since you're targeting kind of like medical awareness about certain conditions and things, have you spoken to other organizations about doing commissioned designs with them for events and things that they have coming, or for like campaigns that they're trying to run, so you could kind of piggyback on their efforts as well?
Actually, we haven't really thought of that. That's a really good idea. So far, we were thinking of collaborating with our fellow businesses. Like, we're Delavan, and we're thinking of trading with Prodigy Jewelry, so we could both advertise each other's things. So we make alternative apparel. So, and they're an alternative brand as well that makes jewelry. So we could advertise their jewelry on our Instagram or our other social media, and they'll advertise our shirts or our apparel on their social media platforms.
I love the idea about also partnering with other nonprofits, and you can make this like as fundraisers. So that's something that you could fairly do pretty easily. However, and again, this is just me, but I did have I made a note here. I did not follow the value proposition and where the funds would be going to, and the awareness, like kind of aligning that with the mission statement. I mean, you're really going to need to dial that in. I don't even know how many people are on your team. I think I counted 5, but I'm not 100% sure. All of you are going to need to really dial that in and be in sync, because once you start marketing and getting this out there, you have to have that value, just cause, or with, like we call it, or the why, and where these funds are actually going to. Like, bringing awareness to something, I don't even know what the heck that means. It's a great tagline, but how's that tangible? And so just really need to narrow it down to the finite like purpose for wanting to do this, to create it to be infinite. Like, what's it going to be like? And this is something that nonprofits can really dial in, but you're going to have a niche to that nonprofit market. So finding who that niche is, but you're going to have to figure that out on you guys, have to figure that out and really present that. The idea is good. I just didn't follow the value proposition to what the tangible part was. And for investors, that's a very valuable part. As presenters, I think you guys did a great job. And I love the imagery. You really are talented, very talented.
All right, thank you, Kevin, for the feedback, as well as the judges. Thank you, everybody else. Delavan, thank you for your time. Great job. Good work. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
All right, as Delavan exits the meeting, we're going to get ready for our next team.
Excellent job, Delavan. Next up is Good For You. Good For You is working to help students acquire life-applicable skills and knowledge through an online instructional platform.
We took the time to fix a problem, and we took the time to build a team. But we never asked ourselves, what if we did something different?
There is a lack of opportunity for youth to learn life-applicable skills through traditional education systems. That's why we built Good For You.
My name is Robert Martin, and I'm the CTO for Good For You.
My name is Luke Kirkland, and I'm the financial advisor.
My name is Jamie Manga, and I'm the CMO of Good For You.
I'm Diana Blazer, and I'm the CEO of Good For You.
Good For You is an educational platform where the youth can expand their knowledge on real-world skills.
We want to give youth an opportunity to foster their interests on topics such as communication, project management, and other life applicable skills. What makes us unique is that we utilize our position as students in order to create a more relatable and understandable environment for learning. In order to present our MVP to the public, we utilize the platform TikTok to connect with our target audience. Let's see how that went. Hey everyone, Robert here, and today we're going to talk about nonviolent communication. If you ever find yourself having a conflict with someone, just remember there's an easy way out. Have a third party help you moderate and basically explore both sides of the story. Try to only use logic when explaining yourself, and you may find that both you and your opponent are right or wrong. Well, that's all for today. Hope it helps. Take care.
As Good For You, we are going to make our revenue from tutoring, specifically our Zoom classes. We ask for $1,800 to cover the first 3 years of cost and then to begin to make profit.
Enlighten, encourage, enthuse, educate.
Thank you for that video. Good for you. You know, into our Q&A with the judges. Judges, take it away.
Your team asked for $1,500 and it covered 3 years of your costs.
So I can bring up the financials right now. I'm Luke Kirkland, by the way, the financial advisor of Good For You. And so the way we're going to cover those costs or use the money, it was actually $1,800. We're going to have fees for advertising, which will be $250 a year. We'll have domain fees, $20 annually, and an Adobe subscription to make animations for our subscription videos, and that'll be $240 a year. And then on top of that, so the total will be $500. And then if you add 110 for emergency funds, it'll be, or 100 for emergency funds, it'll be $600. So over 3 years, it'll be $600 of cost each year.
Can you explain a little bit about your marketing strategy? Are you marketing to parents? Are you marketing to students themselves? And what different strategies are you using to reach those groups?
Go ahead, Diana.
Okay, we are marketing to students that aren't, like we mentioned, our problem is that the students aren't being able to access a opportunity to learn these skills. So we are kind of thinking like, since our age range is kind of more of like how old we are thinking of like, what are we using right now? What apps are we looking at most? What platforms are we using like ourselves in our everyday life? So for our MVP, like we mentioned, we use TikTok to kind of target that demographic.
To be a little bit more specific, our target audience range is approximately 14 to 18-year-olds, as we feel that is an age range we can hone in on and design content for that would be applicable on both ends of the spectrum.
How are you selecting topics that are kind of these life skills that aren't being taught in school? How do you define those?
Does the rest of my team feel appropriate if it would be appropriate for me to answer this? So essentially we conducted, I would call it a problem solution survey, where we included some questions in regards to what topics students may be interested in if they did express interest in our service in the first place. So communication, for example, that was one of those mutually agreed upon topics among the survey respondents it was generally wanted, something they felt they could benefit from. And then building off of that, we essentially prioritized that list based off of that survey. However, we are completely open to expanding, but we wanted to kind of highlight those key topics such as communication, project management, pitching, or public speaking in general, and so forth.
Cool, thanks.
So you have the content defined. What platform are you going to use to deliver it, and how do you monetize that?
Again,
well, I can talk about that.
Go for it.
We're gonna use Zoom calls, and they'll be an hour long, and they'll be $40 for the class, and we'll have around 10 to 12 kids. And since it's virtual, we can do things like activities to help like lighten up the group, because we are going to have a group of people and we're going to be teaching them about communication. It makes sense to have the whole group like friendly with each other when we do have a tutoring class.
In addition to that, we have discussed as a team potentially backlogging content and creating more directed videos with the use of more complex visuals in order to portray the content, and that'll allow us to monetize those on the side of our primary subscription live instruction service.
How much are you charging per session?
That'll be $40 each session for 1 hour.
Is your team doing any partnerships with any specialists or bringing in outside specialists in to teach the content or go over the content, or what's your idea on that aspect?
So essentially speaking, we want to utilize both resources that we are familiar with as of right now. So we can think of our on-site entrepreneurs, Mr. Thomas, Mr. Phipps. We can think of some of our instructors. In addition, we think of other unique individuals that we have met in our own lives. And as an example, with confidentiality, I can think of a professor at Fresno State who I feel would very much so love to speak in one of our live instruction services, and he can cover project management very well. So we do have some individuals that we have in mind to bring in regards to different topics. And we definitely feel that would benefit both our credibility as a service and establishing our content as something to base off of and something to learn off of.
I like to say the video itself was bad. It was really good. I was going to say, I don't know if I can say the other part. It was extremely good. So far, it's one of the best presentations I've seen. And I've been doing this for like a few years. Not that long, you guys, just a few. But overall, good presentation. I'm not really sure how you plan on making a lot of money on this. That's a little bit foggy. I get that though. You guys haven't done this yet, so you don't really know where that's going to go, but I definitely feel like you all are smart enough to make sure it happens. So focus on the content, and then retaining customers, getting information from people, following up with consumers. What type of follow-up are you going to have after these sessions? Is there going to be are you going to be able to do this as a subscription? Are you going to have parents sign in to have their kids do this? Is there you can go and do a lot of different things with this. And I'm sure with Boys and Girls Club, Patiño High School, I mean, I don't know how many people are on this call right now. There's 17. A good majority of us are business owners. And so you have a platform, you can really get a lot of folks within the community to jump on and help maybe use it as a mentoring thing too. Not a bad idea. So you can do a lot with this. So congratulations, you guys. Keep it up.
Thank you so much for those kind words.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Do we have time for maybe one more question? If the judge has one more.
I had one. I'm sorry. I didn't hear any competition. Is there anybody else in this space? Did you say something about that, or Peter? I don't remember.
Well, no. I do know a guy, a personal friend who created a similar service to this a few years ago, and then sold it. So it was targeting an older demographic. So I think targeting a younger demographic is kind of a new novel approach, which could actually be pretty good.
Sorry, my mic was muted. I believe, Jamie, you identified one of our potential competitors as Khan Academy, right? Would you like to elaborate on that?
Okay, of course, since we're in the educating business, and Khan Academy is well known with their video lessons and their online instruction. However, they don't offer like live instruction, and that's something that we are planning on offering compared to their business.
Okay, great. Good job. Good for you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the video. Judges, thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, good
Honestly,
for you.
Sorry, I was just going to say we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Nice work, good for you. Now on to Resin Kamp. Their mission is to craft art pieces that express their customer's style in a creative way.
Hello, we are Resin Kamp, a group of Patiño High School students. Our mission is to solve our customers' needs and wants by creating customizable resin products.
Our solution is to create unique and customizable resin products with a variety of products, such as keychains, hair clips, and paperweights. Not only that, but also customizing them to our customers' liking, that they will enjoy.
You first start adding the sprinklers or any type of decorations that you want to add. After that, you're going to be adding the 2 liquid organic compound resin. First add part A. Then add the color of your choice. Then make sure to mix it very well. Later add part B. Then mix it for a few minutes. Lastly, add it to the mold carefully without spilling it. And that's how the resin product is made. Thank you for watching.
We also have an Instagram called Resin Kamp. We post once a week to make sure customers get to know more about our products and our sneak peeks too. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, and more products are coming up soon.
Okay, the floor is yours, judges, for our Q&A session.
How much money is your team asking for, and where are your funds all allocating to?
We actually haven't thought of an amount to ask for. And as in funds, may I ask, what do you mean by that?
How much does it cost for each, let's say, keychain design, or how much does it cost to actually build the resin mold itself?
Well, the resin mold is actually bought already. But the keychain obviously does depend on the size of mold. So the letters we're gonna be the price is gonna be like around $5 to $10. As the bearer is also gonna be around that price too.
How's your team going to be marketing your website for these type of items?
My teammate Angel will be answering that question for you.
So we plan to use the website to sell our product through the website. We also would like to use Instagram in order as a way to promote our website, and we hope to find a way to sell our products through Instagram through their shop option.
What do you guys see as your target market? And I know you mentioned Instagram. What other ways are you trying to reach and advertise to your target market?
We're trying to advertise to mostly teenagers or young adults because we did a survey and we saw that the average of that did wanted to buy our product was from teenagers and young adults because they like more keychains and little cute stuff. I'm sorry, what was the other question you asked?
Do you have any other platforms or anything that you're using to market to your audience aside from Instagram?
No, right now we currently only have Instagram. We want to focus on growing our platform on Instagram and focus and also selling there. How my teammate Angel said that we want to focus on selling from the Instagram and the website because we saw that mostly a lot of people use more Instagram than any other platforms.
Is there a lot of competition in this area of business?
Definitely, there is a lot of competition. I did do my research, and there's a lot of small businesses actually in Instagram that already have their links and everything. There is a lot of competition, like I said again. They do sell, they obviously market in different ways than we do, but yeah, there's a lot of competition in that area that we are.
What sets your team apart compared to your competition?
What sets our business apart is that we are not always sticking up with the same style. We do try different type of styles, so like thinking outside the box. We also want to add designs to our customers' liking. So like, let's say they want a bear keychain with a pink or glitter or any sticker. We will do that to them. We will make that for them. So that's what sets us apart from other businesses.
Out of curiosity, how did you all kind of envision this idea? Where did it come from?
So we found that a lot of us like resin products, and when we talked, like we ended up having common interest in it, and we found some of our friends even have common interest in it, but nowhere around local Fresno do they have these type of things, and some people might not trust delivery from like very far places because and packaging and through shipping some things can get messed up, and with resin there's also a certain type. There's a certain amount of curing days and a technique that goes into making resin. So not everyone can make resin themselves. But my partner here, Anna, she has experience with resin and she has worked with it. So we believe that this product can actually work because one of us have experience it and worked with it. And we do know a lot about it because we've done a lot of research on it.
I wanted to add something to what Pitch was saying, like how we started our business, but there's a lot of background noise, so I had to wait till it was quiet.
Gotcha.
So what I wanted to add to what my partner Pitch was saying, how we started our business is we started our business because we saw that we all really like design and creating little small things and all that. We saw that we all like creating something like just something cutesy and stuff that all of us would like, something that we all would like, and we saw that all of us like to design, we all like to create new things, and we all saw that we like drawing and we all like doing different kinds of stuff. And the similarity, my partner Anna, she said she introduced us to this product named Resin, and at first none of us knew what resin was, but when she introduced us, we all loved the idea because we all saw that we could put our creativity into the resin and we could send ideas to Anna, then she could make our creativity burst out of the resin. That's it.
All right, thank you with that. And I believe we will be getting ready for our last team. So Resin Kamp, thank you for your time. Thank you for answering the questions. And
thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
I would like to thank the judges for taking the time out of their schedules to meet with our team.
Thank you, Resin Kamp. Last, we have Barely Misfits, whose mission is to help normalize being different.
We are tired of ordinary cartoons and characters that fit the norm. We want to be more than just a source of entertainment. We want to make a change. Introducing to you, Barely Misfits. Barely Misfits aren't the usual characters you see on TV. They represent those who are mistreated and misunderstood. Our characters will help be the voice for groups of minorities and the misrepresented. The characters will be showcased in comics, animated series, and merchandise for you to enjoy. The characters we are creating will be more relatable and help normalize being different. We promise to help strive for the equality that everyone deserves. As a team, we have created 5 main characters, including Kiki the bear, Toto the tortuga, Miku the cat, Deko the tiger, and Rin the panda. Kiki is friendly and outgoing with a passion for cooking, but because of her Tourette syndrome, she faces many challenges. Toto suffers with depression due to the loss of his parents, but he expresses his feelings through music. Miku has social anxiety and has a hard time making friends, so she often feels lonely and unsupported. She may not seem nice at first, but she's the sweetest kitty you'll ever meet. Deko's parents want him to be a professional soccer player, but his real passion is makeup. Unfortunately, his parents don't like the way he expresses himself, but that's not stopping him from accepting himself and breaking gender rules. Lastly, we have Rin. Rin has loved art all their life, but in an accident they lost their dominant arm. Now they're adjusting to life as an amputee who is also suffering from phantom limb syndrome. Together, they are best friends who help everyone understand that it's okay to be different. Follow the journey and start your own. To get our business running, we do need an animator to help our characters come to life. We want to begin with creating digital comics and then start an animated series once we get a larger audience. Once we have a fan base, we would like to sell merchandise as well. Although our main target audience is kids 8 through 12 years old, our business is fit for everyone. So whether you're a parent with a child you think could benefit from our services, you yourself think Barely Misfits can help you. Or if you are just interested in becoming more educated on misunderstood topics or anything in between, then we are also the ideal business for you. Our comics and animated series will be monthly subscription based, so that's how we plan on making money. Once we start actually making profit, we do plan on donating money to the charity group correlated with each character. Our next moves as a business include hiring a local animator to work with us, post our digital comics on our Instagram and website, and run ads to expand our audience. After doing a lot of research, we have created a spreadsheet to help show the average cost of what we need to get done. We found out that it will cost approximately $120 to $170 to create flyers, $450 to $600 to advertise on the social media platforms best fit for our target audience, and $500 to $1,000 to start our first digital comic. Revenue will be between $8 to $15 per monthly subscription for the digital comics and animated series. All we ask is that you take the chance and invest in our business. Help us and be a part of our journey to make a difference. Help make our dreams come true and help us bring awareness to a huge issue that urgently needs help. Do it for your children, nieces, cousins, siblings, who just like anyone else in the world might also be feeling like a misfit. As always, stand out, fit in.
Okay, judges, it's your turn now.
That's a nice, nice presentation. So who's your market here? And your market, the sale is going to be that they subscribe to your comics, correct? But do they subscribe to all the comics or just ones that are specific to their issue, or how, I mean, how's that work?
So they're gonna be different weekly stories. So you subscribe and
You get to read about all their stories.
The price that great job on the video, great job on giving us a money frame. I mean, you guys did great. You guys thought about the whole business around. I applaud you guys for that, because you guys, I think, are the first group to really throw it out there and put it right in front of us. I enjoy that for being a business person and a marketing person. How did you guys get your numbers though for an animator and marketing? Those numbers seem very low for a year. I could see those numbers being a month cost.
We started off just looking how much it would cost locally for someone to work with us in the city to animate and do our drawings and everything. So that's what we started out with.
So who's gonna come up with the storylines? You know, the storyboard or whatever.
We usually come up with the storyboard as a team, and then the animator just helps create it.
Yeah, we're writing the storylines and everything.
You mentioned that you wanted to start with the comic strip and the animation. Was there a reason you went that route instead of starting with merchandise that could possibly, build up some money for you to then fund these other ideas?
We want the merchandise to be based off of the characters, so we need to put out content for the customers to get to know them and want to buy the merchandise.
It seems like that there is a play here to actually write a strip for a particular, like a local nonprofit or any nonprofit anywhere, where you're doing a cartoons that's specific to their requirements and their focus, and publish that with them. That might be a way to also develop characters and generate some revenue. Anyways, I was just thinking that, looking at that.
Yeah, I agree with that, but we want it on like a broader platform so everyone can see it and learn things that they didn't know before.
How do you said this is going to be a subscription base? Can you explain a little bit of the subscription and return on investment for the subscription?
Yeah, so on our social media, we first want to post kind of teasers and get people's attention and want to read and watch the comic and animated series. And on our website, that's going to be our streaming platform where you subscribe for, like, you have a monthly subscription for comics that come out weekly. And same with the animated series.
Is there anybody who's, I used to read the actual paper, read the comics in the paper. Is there an actual platform nowadays for just, I know is there an actual platform for comic strips or animation strips out there right now?
Yeah, there's a really popular platform called Webtoons, and I think anybody could post their comics on there and write and create stories. And yeah, they're very popular. Like, they have thousands of readers monthly.
Yeah, I still read comic books, and I've noticed that the online options are not so cool because the content is made to be read in a book, and they're just putting it online and it doesn't feel as natural. So I really like your idea of making comics and animation that are made to be consumed digitally first. I think that could be really, really, really interesting.
Thank you.
I still think that there's some kind of market, like for example, if you were to do a strip for Valley Children's featuring, Jeffrey the giraffe or whatever, because they address a bunch of different issues all the time. And Sunrise Medical's here, and their quickie wheelchairs, and they may even have a character that's associated with their brand. It might be a way for you to generate revenue. The general idea of getting awareness up is fantastic. It's really important. I'm just trying to think from a business standpoint, a way of getting consistent revenue coming in while you could develop your resources while that happens. Anyways, once again, it's just a thought.
How's the competition in this field? Is there any competition? Is there very little? Is there a lot of competition?
Our main competition right now is Sanrio, which is the makers of Hello Kitty. They started out like how we're starting. They started producing stickers and putting that out.
Yeah, we see our competition as like a lot of Japanese media. Like they make a lot of cartoon characters and such. But what sets us apart is what we're bringing awareness to and who our characters represent. But similar to all of them, we want to like be very popular, have a large fan base, and sell a lot of merchandise.
Are you guys thinking about selling this off eventually, or are you guys looking to keep this?
That's what we're thinking about earlier today. I think it's something that a lot of people would be interested in. It could get bigger. But we're not too sure right now.
We still need to talk about it more as a team, kind of come to like a agreement.
We have time for one last question from the judges, if there are any. All right, I'll take that pause as a no. All right, Barely Misfits, thank you very much for your presentation today. All right. Okay, Barely Misfits, you can now leave the meeting. Judges will need you to stick around. We'll need to talk with you. Barely Misfits, good work today, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.
Good job, guys.
Good job.
Great job, Barely Misfits. All 8 teams did amazing work, and now it's time for our judges to decide our winners. Okay, audience, now it's your turn to vote for the People's Choice Award. Head to the link to cast your vote.
Hey everybody, I'm Damon Thomas.
And I'm Curlin Phipps.
And we're Learn Steam. We want to thank everybody for spending the time tonight to come and attend our event. And now it is about time for us to introduce the winners. First of all, we want to thank all of those who participated. We want to thank the judges. We want to thank the staff at Patiño.
We want to thank the businesses that participated in the event, that actually did the pitching.
We definitely want to thank all the students who prepared and did a great job coming up with some amazing business ideas, a lot of great social entrepreneurs this year. And now we want to get down and tell you who the winners are.
I want to award the money. All right, so In third place, we have Good For You. Good job, guys. All right. And in second place, we have Prodigy Jewelry. All right. Excellent. Good job.
Congratulations, Prodigy Jewelry.
All right. You guys did it. All right. All right.
All right.
The first place prize.
And the first place winner is Barely Misfits. Congratulations, Barely Misfits.
All right, so we want to congratulate all three teams. We want to actually congratulate all the teams because all you guys did a great job, and we want to especially congratulate the winners.
Yes.
So excellent job.
So thank you everyone for attending this year's 6th annual 2020 Patiño Startup Pitch Competition. We look forward to seeing you guys next school year, and don't forget, we're still collecting donations. So the link for you to be able to donate is in the link below. So please click. We're still collecting funds and applying those to all the teams who won, and we're really, really excited for this evening. Finally glad that it got here. Congratulations to all of the winners and all of the competitors.
All right, well, thanks a lot for tuning in, and see you next year.
See you next year.
That concludes our competition. Thank you for joining us today. We would like to thank LearnSteam for organizing this event, all of our business and community partners, our mentors for guiding our students, our judges for their support today, and everyone who donated to this event. See you all next year.